we're back. We're going to start talking about nutrients and water quality, pH, total dissolved solids, refilling, and all of that. So we'll get started right now. Okay, first we're going to just test the water, whatever water supply you use. Whether it's tap water, rainwater, well water, it's H2O. Anyway, you test your total dissolved solids and your pH. First, the pH. This little pH meter, probably about $9, $10 or so, Amazon. And just test the water. I already have some in here, obviously. And we have 7.1 is our tap water here. I'm using tap water. That's the pH. And then we'll just check the dissolved solids. Again, parts per million, dissolved solids meter, same thing. They're probably about in the $10 to $15 range. And we'll just check our dissolved solids. Before we put anything in here, it is 36, which is really good actually. And that's just tap water for us. So whatever reading you get, that's just a base, and just go from there. Okay, next step, we're going to put our nutrients in. We get Masterblend is one of the best soluble nutrients we can use for the hydroponics and the aquaponics. And we get this one at CompleteGreenhouse.com. They've got, I think, the best price there. $18 including shipping, comes in a priority mailbox in resealable bags. So it says on here 2 teaspoons for 5 gallons. So we're going to mix 2.5 gallons to do our test here. So we'll do 1 teaspoon of the Masterblend. And then a half a teaspoon, as it says right on here. It says 1 teaspoon for 5 gallons, so a half a teaspoon in our 2.5 gallons that we're going to be doing. And the last one is calcium nitrate, but you want to mix that one separate because they can lock each other out. So we'll get this one completely into solution. And I had exactly a half a gallon in here. I already have a full gallon in there. So we'll dump this one in. And then we'll get another half a gallon to mix our calcium nitrate. All right, so we'll put the 1 teaspoon of calcium nitrate in. I've got a half a gallon in here. Doesn't matter exactly right now. Again, get it mixed up completely into solution. You want to get it all dissolved to get a good test. If you use a little bit of warm water, they actually mix a little faster, but room temperature is fine. Get exercise that way. And I need 1/2 gallon yet for our 2.5 gallons in here. Okay, I'm going to pour that last half gallon in. Now we have exactly 2.5 gallons in this bucket. And I'll mix it up a little, big spoon. Huh? Anyway, mix it up just a little bit, just to make sure it's all evened out. And now, retest. Now the nutrients will bring the pH down a little bit, which is what we want. We're shooting for 6.2 to 6.5 in the perfect world. And since we all live in such a perfect world, and it is 6.2, which is great. So let's brought it down. Then, test our dissolved solids. This is the important one. Okay, so this is going to be our base reading for all of our nutrients in our buckets, our fabric pots, everything. And it is 650. So that 650 will be a good base. You'll know where you're at when you're doing your solutions, when you're refilling, and we'll get to that later. But that's something you can just write right on your container. And by the way, these containers, they're just bulk mayonnaise containers that restaurants get. and they throw them away. So we'll take them for free. Just go grab one from a restaurant or whatever. Or if you got something like this around, nice to have a screw on top. Great to mix everything in. Just handy. Now what I'll mark my 650 of my total dissolved solids on here, just so I'll know. I'll also mark on here that it's 2 teaspoons for 5 gallons of water of the Masterblend and the calcium nitrate, and 1 teaspoon of the magnesium sulfate. So when we go to refill, it's all going to be consistent. And we'll get to all the refilling and all that on the next video. Well, now that we have the 2.5 gallons of this perfect mix, don't waste it. Use it on your house plants. Use it outside on plants. This stuff is great on everything. So, till next time.